Well, hello, hello, hello. I hope everybody can hear me. I haven't tested the mic out yet, so I don't know. But first of all, thank you if you are watching on the replay. Thank you for joining in, and you can still share to your Twitter friend, to your Twitter followers, and you can share through Periscope even on the replay. And hi, Kara. So good to see you. So first of all, if you don't know who I am, my name is Rebecca Massey, and I am a teacher, speaker, life coach. And today I want to talk about doing hard things. And quite honestly, part of me wants to say, I just had a crappy day, but really I didn't have that bad of a day. I did what I normally do. I went to work, come home and worked again. And I really didn't have that bad of a day. I actually had a pretty good day. Nothing bad happened. The roads were clear. I was able to get to work and back. And, it wasn't a bad day. But I struggled in my mind all day today. I really think caffeine had a lot to do with it. I had caffeine today, and I've not had caffeine in several days. And so everything irritated me, and I was very agitated. And that probably had more to do with the caffeine than anything. But I came home and I worked, and then it got time to do a Periscope. And I just didn't want to. I just flat out didn't want to. And I thought it was funny because I made a commitment to myself this week to do one every day. And here I am, day 2, and I'm like, I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Everybody and everything today is irritating the crap out of me, and I just don't want to get on Periscope and put on a smile and be presentable. I just wanted to really just kind of hunker down on the couch and watch Netflix. But I was like, you know what? This is where the rubber meets the road. And you just have to do hard things. You just have to do things you don't want to do sometimes. You can have the worst day in your entire life, and still you just have to do what needs to be done. And you don't have to. I mean, you could just hunker down and watch Netflix all day long. But if you have a goal or a dream or something that you want to achieve or aspire to, Netflix isn't going to get you there unless you're like trying to meet a Netflix record. So I was thinking today about this book. I don't know if you guys have, I lost my place. I was going to give you a quote. I don't know if you guys have ever heard this book before. This is by Alex and Brett Harris. And they were actually 17 years old when they wrote this book. And the name of the book is called Do Hard Things. And it's really geared toward youth. It's really geared toward teenagers, and about how, teenagers really aren't expected to give a lot to society and stuff like that. And how that these two guys actually were invited to do a, what do you call it? Come on, my mind went blank. Help me out here. Like not an understudy, but a internship at the White House. And no one their age had ever been invited to do an internship at the White House. But these guys know what it is to do hard things in order to achieve big dreams. So I was going to read you a quote. The foreword is by none other than Chuck Norris. So he's one of those, you either love him or you hate him, but I love him. So here anyway, I want to read this to you. Now this is geared, again, the book is geared toward teenagers. I actually bought this book for my teenage son, and I honestly don't know if he ever read it. But it's a great book even for adults because the message is still the same. So Chuck writes, "Today we live in a culture that promotes comfort, not challenges. Everything is about finding ways to escape hardship, avoid pain, and dodge duty. In the past, young people were expected to make significant contributions to society. Today, our culture expects very little from teens. Actually, our culture expects very little from anybody. We live in a lackadaisical culture of people who really just want something for nothing. That is another scope. We won't get into that. Today's culture expects very little from teens, not much more than staying in school and doing a few chores. Here's the kicker. A sad consequence to such low expectations is that life-changing lessons go unlearned. When you choose to not do the hard thing, when you choose, and I'm not saying that you can't have a day off. You absolutely can. I'm not saying that every day should be pounding the pavement and hustling. There are times to rest. There are times to just chill. But when you know you need to do something and you just don't want to, for whatever war is going on in your head. For me today, I honestly don't know what it was. I don't know what my war really was about. I just know I was struggling with meeting my commitment. And look, I don't mind. I know some people have criticized me for being transparent, but I don't mind being transparent with you guys because I don't have it all together. And anybody who claims they do, they're lying. So I don't mind being transparent enough and telling you I don't have it all together, but hey, I'm going somewhere. I may not have arrived, but I've left. So I am going somewhere. And, it's a journey. Life is a journey. That's like my favorite quote ever. And I think, honestly, the first time I ever heard it, it was in an Aerosmith song of all places. But life's a journey. It's not a destination. And this is my journey. And I don't mind sharing it with you guys. There is another quote here I want to share with you. See if I can find my place. Hold on. The common phrase, just do your best, actually encourages people to do the opposite. When someone says, just do your best, are you inspired to reach for more? Or does it feel like permission to just get by? Those who could do a lot better or tackle a much bigger challenge seldom do when they're already good enough by other people's standards. That's kind of hard to hear because I know there are lots of areas in my life where I'm like, I'm doing the best that I can. And when you hear, well, your best isn't good enough, that's like an identity attack. It's like, are you saying that I'm not good enough? If I'm doing my best, then I'm not good enough. But really, the flip side of that is when we hear, just do your best, do the best you can. How many of us actually raise the bar to do our absolute best? How many of us look at that as a challenge to do better than what we think we could do, or to do better than what would pass by? Today, I totally could have blown off getting on Periscope and justified it by doing 2 tomorrow. Excuse me. And while that would have been, okay, it's not my best, and it's not better than what I think I could do. And so I chose to, I'm going to suck it up, and I'm going to get on here and do it anyway. I'm going to do hard things. I'm just going to do it. And I'm not going to die from it. It's not going to kill me. As a matter of fact, it's actually going to propel me to be better tomorrow. It's going to propel me to be better next time. It's going to propel me to be better in every area of my life because I met a challenge and I rose above it. So my words to you today are, whatever war is going on in your head, whatever you're struggling with, whatever you're challenged with, maybe it's just, you just don't want to do something. Maybe there's not really a war. Maybe you've not had a horrible day, or maybe you have. Maybe everything in your life has gone wrong today. And there's something you need to do, but you just don't want to do it. do it anyway. Just take a deep breath, take 5 minutes, have a glass of wine if you need to, have a piece of chocolate, whatever your vice is that you need to just get over that hurdle. Maybe it's just a quick pep talk to yourself, but do it anyway. Do the hard things. It's in doing the hard things that we become better versions of ourselves. It's in doing the hard things that we not only change our lives, but we change the lives of everyone else around us. We encourage them to do the hard things. We encourage them to overcome their challenges. We encourage them to go farther than they think they can go. So do hard things. Just do it. It's really a mental game. It's all in your head. Mine was. Today, I had no reason. I had absolutely no justification whatsoever to get on here. It was just a mind battle of I just don't want to. I just don't want to do it. I'm struggling with it just because I'm irritated. Everybody's aggravating me. I wish everyone would just go away and leave me alone. I am an introvert, so that is kind of my favorite place to be a lot of times. But I didn't have a justifiable reason to not get on here in Periscope. I didn't have a justifiable reason to not do what I'm supposed to do. You may feel like you have a justifiable reason to not do whatever it is you're wanting to do. But think of it like this. If you don't do the hard thing today, it's going to be that much harder to do it tomorrow. And then the longer you wait, the harder it becomes. And then it will feel like it's an impossible task. So do the hard thing. Grow yourself, grow those around you, and reach your dreams, reach your goals, whatever those are for you. So that's all I really have tonight. And I hope that it's encouraged you. It's encouraged me. So anyway, this is a kind of a late night scope. We're usually going to bed about this time. So I'm going to sign off. And yes, it is. It's a late night scope. So I will catch you guys tomorrow. See, I'm making a commitment right now. I'm committing myself to be here again tomorrow. And I could have a completely crappy day tomorrow. But because I did the hard thing tonight, see, tomorrow it won't be as hard. Do you get my drift? So anyway, you guys have a good night. I'll catch you guys tomorrow on the... Can you sing a song tomorrow? Sure. Hey, I'll sing you a song right now. I won't play. I'll just sing. Let me think. What do I want to sing? I will, how about I sing my favorite go-to, Mary J. Blige? It's kind of hard to sing. I got retainers in, and so, anyway. Okay. Somebody once told me that pain is a game we all gotta play. So why am I in overtime and sudden death every other day? Yeah. I know that for the good of life, there's a price we all gotta pay. But I've paid till I'm poor, and I still don't know what it is to have a good day. Yeah. Since everybody knows what it is that I need to do, well, do me a favor. Let me worry about me, and you worry about you. 'Cause I don't need no one to put me down. I'm on the ground, can't get no lower. And I don't need no one to hang around and make me frown, just makes me look older. And I don't need no one to black my eyes and tell me lies. Don't wanna cry over nobody else. Oh no, no, 'cause I can do bad all by myself. It's kind of a fitting message. I don't need anyone to make my day bad. I can totally do that all on my own with my own mental wars, when we all can. So I'm squashing my mental war and getting on here and talking to you guys and singing and yeah, so I did the hard thing today. You go do the hard thing. Just do it. Get it over with. Rip the Band-Aid off. And tomorrow, it won't be hard anymore. Catch you guys later. Good night.